Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fat for Weight Loss channel. My name is Aaron and today I'm doing something a little bit different. Now you may not recognize this space here. You've probably seen me in the kitchen or maybe behind a computer or maybe some type of appliance or doing a recipe video of some sort. But I wanted to show you something just a little bit different today because I've been coaching a lot of clients over the past 12 months. And during COVID, the only thing that hasn't been on lockdown is our waistlines. And so what I've been doing is I've stepped in and I've really started to help people one-on-one get to their goal weight and help them maintain it as well. But I'm often met with a lot of resistance saying that, once you get to your goal weight, I'm gonna show you how to maintain it for a long time. And they're like, I've done that in the past. I've done other diets in the past. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done Jenny Craig. I've done, the beach diet. I've done all these different diets and I've never really been able to maintain them. And I think the big focus on that is that, and with maintenance, is that you don't want to just get down to your goal weight and be a smaller version of yourself. You actually want your body composition to change. And the best way to do that is to build muscle. Now, I may not be the most muscular guy out there and I don't have that much experience with it all, but I do think that when it comes to nutrition and getting to your goal weight, incorporating weight training into your program is really, really helpful because it helps you maintain your weight for a long time. When you have more muscle, you're able to eat a lot more food and you're able to burn a lot more. Your metabolic rate increases. And also your body shape changes. So when you get to your goal weight, you're not just a smaller version of yourself, you actually look like a bit of a different person too. So that's really good. Now, I was someone who did a lot of endurance training. I was doing one-day cycling events, I was doing marathons, half marathons, lots and lots of endurance training, right? I was training 4, 5, 6 times a week, and I never really looked like someone who trained that much. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I got to the start of 2020. And we'd come back from a 2-week skiing holiday and skiing holidays aren't always notoriously that healthy because you tend to drink a little bit more than you probably should and just indulge in foods that you probably shouldn't as well. And I got to the end of that and I thought, no, this actually needs to change. And so I reached out to Frida and she really helped me get to my goal of 15% body fat, which was fantastic. But also the main thing that I was focusing on all the way down to my goal was weight training. So I skipped a lot of my regular endurance training sessions. I stopped running. I stopped riding my bike so often. I didn't use cardio that much. I really only tried to get about 10,000 steps a day. All of the work actually came from weight training and lifting heavy things. So if you're someone maybe who is dieting down to their goal weight or maybe trying to just lose a few kilos or even just trying to maintain, then this video is going to really help show you what is possible when you are able to use weights to your benefit. Now at the start of 2020, that was when a lot of the lockdowns started to hit, and so we couldn't get access to gyms, there was a lot of lockdowns, and there was just, and we had to do that. That was something that we definitely had to do, but it was also something where I could have just said, well, I can't go to the gym, I can't train today, I can't train this week, I can't train for the next 4 weeks, that's it. So what I decided to do instead was invest in some home gym equipment. And that was a big turning point for me because originally I started with 2 kettlebells, and kettlebells are great. They are fantastic tools. You can do pretty much every exercise with them. But then I decided to, start getting some of the equipment that I was using at the gym and have access to it at home. So that's where I reached out to Vulcan. And so I bought this squat rack that you can see behind me. I also bought a whole bunch of weights that you can see over there and a barbell and this bench that I'm sitting on as well. And so I was able to do a lot of the exercises that I was doing at the gym right here at home without any excuses, just a little bit of willpower. But to be honest, with Vulcan's equipment, I was really, really impressed with the quality. They're using 3x3 steel with big holes, and it was really easy to set up, and it looks like it's gonna last a lifetime. So I'm super impressed with their stuff. I've put their link in the description of this video below, so if you definitely wanna go ahead and check out their stuff, you can. But the most important thing is, where do you start? So I've put together a little PDF down below in the description where you can download the workout program that I was using, and you can just start somewhere, and if you've got a barbell, maybe you can start with that. If you've got some weights, maybe you can start with that. If you've got dumbbells, let's start with that. If you've got 2 kettlebells like that I started with, let's start with that. There's lots and lots of different options and swaps and things in there. And I think it's really important on your way to your maintenance program is to make sure that you're building in strength training as part of your program, because cardio is not a great tool for fat loss. Yes, it can be a tool in your toolbox, but it's not going to initiate body change like maybe you once expected. Full disclosure, I purchased this rack. So this is a squat rack that can, has adjustable arms and J hooks and things. So I purchased that, and the flooring and all of the weights. And Vulcan have sent me a pair of these adjustable dumbbells that I think are amazing. I used to have, the dumbbells with the spin locks on either side, and I was just forever changing the weights on either side. And so what could have been done in half an hour, was 45 minutes, an hour, just because you have to keep changing the weights on the dumbbells. And so, these adjustable dumbbells, they're fantastic. You literally spin the handle and it adjusts the weight, and you can pick it up and you can adjust the weight again and put it back down. It's really simple to use. They're really user-friendly, and they are just very, very small. They're very compact. So if you're working out from home where you've only got a small amount of space, then those dumbbells are going to be your best bet, instead of having a full rack like you might see at a gym where they've just got a whole bunch of every single weight of dumbbells. It just becomes a little bit too overloaded. And with those spin lock dumbbells, they're always, when you're lifting them, they tend to unlock and they just spin everywhere. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around, and I'm just going to show you some of the equipment and show you some of the moves that might be included inside. If you want to go ahead and download that one below, you definitely can. As you can see here, that this is a 2-car garage, and I've just sort of turned the back section into the gym. And over here I have this weight plate holder, so you can actually hold the weight plates on the back of the Vulcan rack here, as you can see there. But they tend to get a little bit hard to pull off each other, because when you have the weight plates stacked on each other, it's hard to get your fingers in and sort of like pick them up. So I got this little weight rack here, and that really, really helps when you're switching weights over really quickly. So they're the weights. I've got a few bars at the back there. I've got that barbell across the back there, and that goes across the frame. This is the adjustable bench that Vulcan sells, and it is fantastic. It's super solid. It's really, really handy. It's got some support, safety bars, and also the J hooks to put the barbell on. And I've got a fan up there. That was an important decision to make when you're living in Brisbane and it gets to 35 degrees Celsius. But these are the adjustable dumbbells here as well. Now these are fantastic, because what you do is you basically you can see the number on the dumbbell, and that means, that's 12 kilos. That means it's 8 kilos. That means it's 4 kilos. And when you pick it up, it only picks up the weights that you require for that particular number. So you can see 4, it goes to 8 kilos, then it picks up 3, and it's got this little bar that sort of hooks in, and they're really solid. Like these dumbbells, they're indestructible basically. They're super, super solid. And so getting a pair of those will really help, because the size of these are tiny. The footprint of them, that's 2 32 kilo dumbbells. They also sell the 24 kilo versions too. But if you just wanted to get the dumbbells and do this exercise program, these would be the ones to get, because they take up very little room and they're super, super easy to change the weights. Now over here we've got just the bells and a few things that I store along there. I've got some chalk from my climbing days and a battle rope up the back there too. A speaker will definitely help when you're down in the gym and you're sort of listening to some music. And these are the weight plates at the back here. So I've got 2 25 kilo weight plates sitting on the back so that the bars don't move. And these are the kettlebells I've got along here. So I started with these 2 black kettlebells. They're 2 20 kilo kettlebells, and you can do everything with those. But if you wanted to upgrade, then getting a squat rack like this that you can do bench press and squats with and those types of things, and that's going to really help. So that's the crux of it. All of this flooring is all just 1 by 1 meter rubber flooring, and that's really good quality too. That's from Vulcan. You can get the stuff from Bunnings, which is this stuff here, but it's thinner. It's much, much thinner, whereas this stuff is much thicker, and it just looks better too. So and it's not that much more expensive really, but you definitely can get it from Bunnings too. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and encouragement and all of your questions. So if you do have any questions about this video, leave them in the comments below. But this is something a little bit different. If you're here just for the recipes, then that's totally cool. I'm going back to recipes. But I just want to incorporate some of the other things that are important when you're trying to get to your goal weight. And that tends to be a strength training. So big shout outs to Vulcan again as well. Their link is in the description down below. If you wanted to check out the adjustable dumbbells or any of the equipment that is shown in this video, you definitely can. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.